And there's a really stupid video that I need to make a thing about. Android is way better than iOS, as everyone knows, apart from this stupid guy called Bytes Review. So even though I review different people's bikes, and anyone really is bad. So yeah, let me Also, where's the point in wasting time just putting this weird leaf in this iPhone X? Why don't you say, why don't you start? So this is number one. So this could be, first of all, the iPhone X is better because so reasons or what they're faking.
iOS is better than Android.
Again, it's an opinion. You didn't even say it in this, and you said it as opinion there. So you would care if you put opinion in this. You would.
Here's 5 reasons why.
5 reasons? That's not a lot. We've done 25 reasons why Android is better.
Number 1, software updates and security.
First of all, just get a Pixel phone, and also software updates doesn't really matter too much. Security-wise, if you look after your phone, you're not going to get a virus or anything like that.
Security. Apple's update procedure to older devices is much more generous and consistent.
Most people replace their phone every even 2 years, which is okay, so we still have like an up-to-date version.
Than Androids. For example, the iPhone 5S, which was released 5 years ago,
That's only because the latest one isn't because the latest version of iOS isn't very secure, so that's the only reason it's got that. Because it's terrible, because they can't make an operating system correctly.
Still get the latest software and most of those features that go along with it. You'll be really hard pushed to find a 5-year-old Android device with the latest version of Android on it. Hell, most brand new Android phones don't always come with the latest version of the software because they're so busy skinning it or adding brand-based features or just making it worse in many cases.
No, it isn't making it worse. In some ways, it's making it better, in fact.
Apple's 5-year or so update period means that your phone will stay secure for longer.
And also, normally it isn't 5 years. Normally, it's just because iOS 11 is really buggy. That's why.
To a degree, you won't get left behind on any software-based features either. 2. iMessage.
You can just use like WhatsApp or something, and I've got 5,000 texts that I never use. Most of them I never use. Well, I only use a maximum 200.
I have friends that won't move away from iPhone purely because they're so entrenched into iMessage, and when I switched to Android, I can safely say this was the hardest thing to let go of. iMessage for iPhone is a...
Why do you think that Apple is better if you switch to Android?
quintessential Apple feature. It only works on Apple devices and links the people that use them together even closer. It's also the home of Apple specific features too. An emoji, for instance, is built
Who cares about that? That's just babies who do that stuff.
right into iMessage, as is stickers, games and other text effects. I'm actually kind of surprised that Android hasn't tried to replicate this in the standard messenger. The closest
Well, you might as well just find a GIF, like one you can actually choose your own GIF from the internet.
they have to it is Google Allo, but I'm pretty sure not many people even know about that. Perhaps it's the wealth of other options out there such as WhatsApp, Hangouts and Facebook Messenger that makes Google feel like there isn't much need to really push it. But for many people out there, iMessage is what makes an iPhone. Number 3, continuity. If you live in the Apple ecosystem, iOS plays deftly into everything else Apple makes. This means as long as you're synced up, you can send messages, take phone calls, FaceTime, and even sync files between your iPhone and other Apple products, all super seamless.
Okay, most people don't use an Apple Mac as a computer, even if they're on an iPhone. So, and also, you can actually Bluetooth it to any computer on Android and then messages from there. There's ways of doing that.
There's nothing quite like the surprise of your laptop ringing when you're using it instead of your phone and being able to take the call right then and there. There are Android versions of this to a degree with applications like Slack and WhatsApp Web, but Apple's first-party integration of them really gives you that sense that they're all working as one. 4. App quality. iPhone...
What are you talking about? There's more apps on Android, so you might as well just, yeah. Let's get to the next one, because there's no point in listening to it. You can just use didn't you hear there's like an Android Watch? The Apple Watch is so tiny, how can you use it? It's just horrible.
Of course, the Apple Watch only works with iPhone. That's not a surprise.
But with like a smartwatch, you can use it on anything. You can even use it in like a regular Bluetooth.
But the Apple Watch is actually one of the best wearables out there. There's almost no Android competitor that's a de facto wearable like the Apple Watch is for iPhone. Not only is it a great looking piece of tech, which is really important for a watch, but it's highly capable as a fitness tracker, often negating the need for something a bit more dedicated. And for those of us that aren't too focused on exercise, the watch is great for using Apple Pay, quickly checking on notifications, or making and answering phone calls. With the watch in Series 3 currently, there's no sign of Apple giving up on the watch either, which is great to know as many other companies don't seem to focus so heavily on wearables.
This is so stupid. What's the point of having an Apple Watch? You might as well just get a normal watch. You can put your phone out of your pocket, you know.
So those are the 5 reasons why I think iOS beats out Android. There's obviously a huge array of other reasons which might make you want to pick an iPhone over an Android phone, but I think those are the ones that really stick out to me.
Well, you would include. We've done 25 reasons. Try, right? And get 25 reasons for. Well, try and get 25 reasons why Apple is better then. Because we managed to get 25 reasons why Android is better on Major Earth. So you should be able to get 25 reasons why Apple's better. See, all of these. Android has no updates that limit battery life. iMessage and other Apple software that only work on Apple is the main reason people decide to try Apple. You can totally achieve simple PC and Android devices.
Is that your
iOS
there, James?
This one? Yeah, you can download it from anywhere.
Get some fresh water for you.
I'm gonna like that comment. I'm gonna dislike this video. I'm gonna say Android's better.
Time to go now, Harry.
Well, yeah. See if you can meet 25 reasons. So yeah, that's basically it now. Bye.